Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. Right now, chilly and a little bit of rain in the forecast for tonight's game between the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Cardinals of Louisville. Two Big East schools get ready to go at it as we bring you this exciting late-season matchup. And here come the Cardinals. The Panthers are going to have a rough time on the field in this game. I want to hear what Kirk Herbstreit thinks.
Louisville is led by their running back. Now, I had a chance to talk to him about this game, and believe me, he is ready to run all over this defense. Coach, I expect him to have a big game on the ground.
You're absolutely right. Louisville will win this one.
Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. Here's the kick. Number 4 fields it in the end zone.
Kickoff return 21 yards. Number 4 on the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 21. Pittsburgh comes out with an I formation. The Panthers go with the I formation. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. Gill drops the ball. The pass was right there. Just couldn't be controlled.
This tight end some more passes in practice. He needs all the help he can get.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. I formation here. Here's a handoff left side. They'll bring him down. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Panthers line up in an I formation. Makes a move. Tackle. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play. 4th and 3.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 9 fields it at the 18. The defense did its job to open the game, and now it's the offense's turn. Down there on the field at linebacker, we've got one special player. He's the heart and soul of this defense, and they're going to need him today more than ever as they go up against a very talented running back.
If there's anyone who can bring the wood to this running back, then it's got to be this linebacker.
That's right, he's a tough one. There should be some really good collisions in this game.
Louisville has just been dominant on offense.
So far, so good. They got themselves in the top 10 in the country.
All year long, these guys have been almost impossible to shut down when they're on the offensive side of the ball.
Brom back to throw. He steps up. He's looking. Throws it to the outside. And it's the senior. That last pass was good for maybe 5 yards.
On the play.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 50.
50-yard line.
Louisville comes out in the shotgun. Steps up. Throws this one out to the left. The ball is tipped. Great defensive play by the cornerback.
Intended receiver on the play.
3rd and 5. Ball right around midfield.
50-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Drops back to pass. Throws short. Here he goes. to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Pitt! And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad on their own, but when you add the fact that the resulting points for the opposition, that will kill you every time.
And he hits the PAT. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it off.
Back to return.
Jones fields it in the end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
The Cards come out in a shotgun. Brom drops back on first down. He unloads it. Incomplete.
Whoa, that was a bullet.
A bullet that landed incomplete.
I don't care. That was some impressive arm strength.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 21. Brom has 4 receivers lined up here. Back to pass. Looks. Wants to throw outside. And it's incomplete.
Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 21. Louisville in a 5-wide set. The freshman makes the catch. Big opening. And he's tackled.
That's just airing it out on 3rd down.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
1st and 10. Ball on the 47. The Cards come out in the ace formation. Brom to the air on first down. Throw short. Complete. Phillips with a takedown. So the defense kept everything in front of them on that play.
They didn't pick up much on that play, but if they keep dumping it off like that, the safeties are going to have to creep up. When you force the safeties to play shallow, it opens up a whole other passing game. That's when you hit them with the home run.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Brom with 4 wide receivers. Little handoff. He's got an opening with the spin. Broke away from one. Smith with a monster hit. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
First and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. They line up in an I. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Can't wrap him up. The ball came free. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it, and he does. And a big change in momentum right here, Kirk.
And you know what? When the other offense takes the field, I say they go for the home run on the very first play.
I like your thinking, Kirk. They always say a defense is most vulnerable after a turnover.
That's right, Coach. If I were calling the shots, that's what I would do.
One-man backfield. Olko pitches out to the right. Halfback pass. And now the ball is loose. It's 2nd down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 22. Olko comes to the line with 3 wide. Holko steps back to pass. He's in trouble, and down he goes. I don't think the quarterback ever saw him.
Heck, I didn't even see him. He was in there before anybody could say, "Look out!"
Third down and long coming up here. Ball on the 19-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Rolling out to the left side. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. The fifth-year senior at linebacker drops the quarterback to the ground for a sack.
You got to love a kid with this kind of mentality on defense. He's just so tough out there.
And I remember when they were recruiting him years ago, they almost stuck him at fullback.
It was obviously a good decision to make him a linebacker.
Pittsburgh lining up the punt. Number 18 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 9 fields it at the 38. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll set up shop at the 46. High formation here. Nice play fake. He lobs it left.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 46. Brom has 5 receivers lined up here. Looking, throws it to the outside. It falls incomplete.
Not a pretty pass right there.
No, it wasn't, Kirk. That was not a good pass at all. But hey, in his defense, he had to get it off to avoid the sack.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 46. The Cardinals set up in the gun. Brom drops to throw. He's looking. Over the middle. Got him on the run. And he's taken down.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Louisville comes out in the shotgun. High snap as he works from the gun. And they got him for a loss. The quarterback draw not successful there.
Nope, and I'm going to tell you why. This defense was not fooled at all on that play.
2nd and 12 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Cards come out showing 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. Picks it off. And the defense comes up with another one.
Hey, good job by that defense to get the ball back.
They'll start this drive at the 16-yard line. Pro formation here. Back to pass. He's going left. In and out of his hand. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time, guys.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 16. Pittsburgh lines up in a double tight set. Setting up the play action. He'll dump this one off. Brought down. The play fake good for only a couple.
Gain of 2 on the play.
3rd and 8. Ball on their own 18. The Panthers come out in the shotgun. Holko set to go to the air. Wants to throw outside. The ball is tipped. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
The Panthers line up to punt. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Number 9 fields it at the 26. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll take over at the 33-yard line. The Cards come out in a shotgun. They snap it to the back. He jukes it. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Now that's what I'd love to see. A linebacker who plays downhill against the run. That guy knows exactly what the heck is going on out there.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on their own 30. Louisville comes out with 2 tight ends. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He can scoot. Bryant brings him down. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Louisville comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Lost this one out to the left, and he's stopped behind the line. And they fail to convert for the 1st down.
Well, the offense hates to see that. The defense, again, coach, stepping up.
The defense is important. It wins football games for you.
Louisville lining up the punt. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Lee calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 22-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 22. Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be sacked. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
It looks like this defense has put up some very impressive numbers thus far.
I'll tell you why. They're fast, they're strong, and they tackle well. That combination means one thing for the offenses: nightmare.
Lee, they've been playing great football all year. You're lucky if you can even get past the 50, let alone find the end zone.
Gain of 18 on the play.
3rd down, less than a yard. Ball on their own 32. And we've come to the end of the 1st quarter with the score: Pittsburgh 7, Louisville nothing. Third down and short. Ball on the 32-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. They'll give it off here. Stanley with a takedown.
No gain on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line.
Holko with 4 wide receivers. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Short toss. And it's caught. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
Second down and short. Ball on the 42.
42-yard line.
High formation here. Again, he'll get the call. And they make the stop. He picked up a first down on that run, Coach.
Yep, and you know, if you can pick up a few more first downs on the ground like that, it will really open up the play-action pass.
Holko is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. is drilled at midfield. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball right around midfield.
50-yard line.
One man backfield. Nice play fake. He's going right. Complete. Harris brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's first and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. Pro formation here. They keep him on the ground with the tailback. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed it.
Second and 11. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Another run. They'll bring him down. He gets 4, maybe 5 yards on the counter.
5-yard gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. This is the 10th play of this drive. Holco has 4 receivers lined up here. Holco drops back to pass. Looks, throws to the middle, and he's tackled.
That's how you convert on 3rd down.
This defense had to be expecting a pass.
I know that. It doesn't matter, though. It's not enough to know that they were passing. You got to know their tendencies, too.
It's first and 10, ball on the 27. Don't be surprised to see this defensive end wreak havoc back there. Pittsburgh lines up in a shotgun set. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet. Throws. Big opening. Brought down.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
Pittsburgh lines up in a goal line set. Drops back to pass. He lobs it right side. The ball is tipped. The ball is knocked to the ground.
Players use anything they can to get in the way of a pass.
The Panthers line up in a goal line formation. Pitch left. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Good-looking run as the halfback found the end zone.
He sure did. Took the head up and boom. Hello. Touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time to take a look at the drive summary. It's brought to you by Pontiac. Fuel for the soul. Pittsburgh to kick this one off.
Pittsburgh is lined up with the kickoff.
He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll set up shop at the 20.
First and 10.
Brum comes to the line with 3 wide. Brum still has it. Going deep. Lays it out there. The senior makes the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Look at that. a second there, I could have swore that back had the football. Beautiful play.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the offensive coordinator, the head coach, or just the quarterback checking off, but my hat goes off to whoever called that play.
And he hits the PAT. Over 4 minutes remain in the second quarter, and our score is Pittsburgh 14, Louisville 7. Number 18 is lined up to kick this one off.
Number 4 back to return.
Kicks it off. Lee fields it at the 3. Gets that one. Juke move. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll go to work at the 30-yard line. They come out with a big set. Holko hands it off. They'll bring him down. The running back picks up a yard on the counter.
1 yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. Holko with 3 wide receivers. They snap it to the back. And they hit him in the backfield. 2-yard loss. Third and 11 coming up here. Ball on their own 29. 6 DBs in the lineup. Back to pass. Looking. Wants to throw outside. Across midfield. Still on his feet. And he's tackled. That's how you get a first down. Coach?
They took a risk and went for the long ball. And boy, did it pay off. Excellent play call.
First and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Panthers come out in the ace formation. Tries to juke. Johnson with a takedown. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
Holko has 4 receivers lined up here. Short toss. There's a missed tackle. And now he's got room to run.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 24. Pittsburgh lines up with a split backfield. He's going left. Someone got a hand on it. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time playmaker, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, that ball should have been picked off there.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 7th play of this drive. Pittsburgh comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back. Throws it to the outside. Hauls it in for the touchdown. Terrific pass, and the wideout hauls it in for the touchdown.
Brad, the wide receiver's route was the key on that play.
You're right, Kirk. His route running really has improved, and the quarterback has been throwing his way a lot more.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter, our score, Pittsburgh 21, Louisville 7. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Pittsburgh is lined up with the kickoff. Jones
Sends it sailing downfield. Jones fields it in the end zone. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. They'll take over at the 20.
on the 20-yard line.
Louisville comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Bush takes a handoff. Shifty move there. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
Brom has 5 receivers lined up here. Throws it to the outside. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
They line up in an I. Again with the run. And they make the stop. Pittsburgh takes a timeout. Guards line up to punt. He punts it. Lee signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 34-yard line. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. They'll start this drive at the 34. Holco with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Steps up, across the middle. Got it. And down he goes. Excellent play as the quarterback found his receiver for a big gain.
Well, give credit here to the receiver for finding that seam and coming up with a nice gain for the offense.
2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 43. One man backfield. Back to pass. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. A hard throw, and it was dropped.
He possibly could have taken something off that one, but hey, when you throw that way, your receiver still can make the catch. You're one step away from the big leagues, right, Coach?
Kirk, you're absolutely right. The great ones will catch anything.
3rd down and a yard. Ball on their own 43. Pittsburgh will line up in a jumbo set here. 3rd and short, and they hand it off. He jukes. Inside the 30 to the 20, and he's taken down. Pittsburgh calls a timeout. We take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Pittsburgh lines up with a split backfield. Holco drops back on 1st down. Looks, throws this one out to the left, and he picks it off in the end zone. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. 1st down.
First and 10. Ball on the 20.
20-yard line.
Three wideouts here. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. And they get the sack. Louisville takes a timeout. It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on their own 13. Ace backfield. Steps up in the pocket. Down the middle. The gunslinger couldn't hit his receiver on that pass.
I wonder why. Could it have been because it was thrown in the next county?
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 13. Pittsburgh comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Brom will hand it off. Little shake and bake move. Tackle. Pittsburgh calls a timeout. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. He gets it off. Lee calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in at the 33.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. Ace backfield. He drops back. He steps up. He's looking down the middle. Got him on the run. Sharp brings him down. 9-yard pickup.
9-yard gain on the play.
One-man backfield. Hulko running the option. Pitches back. He breaks free. Brought down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
To the 20. And he's taken down. And that was the same play they just ran.
Yeah, I think you're right. There aren't too many coaches out there that will run the same play back-to-back. Here, the coach shows how much confidence he has in his offense, and they come through for him in a big way.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Single set backfield. They go with the option. Got an opening. Touchdown, Pitt! What a nifty, nifty run by the field general, guys.
It sure was. He's got a lot of talent in those plays.
And he hits the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Number 18 is lined up to kick this one off.
Pittsburgh.
He kicks it.
Jones back to return.
Jones fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll get the ball here at the 11-yard line.
First and 10.
Louisville lines up in a double tight set. Morris with a takedown. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground.
6 on the play.
As they head to the locker room, it's been a one-sided affair. The score, Pittsburgh 28, Louisville 7. Pittsburgh will be kicking off to start the second half. Kicks it off. Jones fields it in the end zone. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. This defense holds on to the lead here as we start the second half. But I'm a bit surprised that we haven't seen much out of this linebacker.
He was a little late getting to the ball in the first 2 quarters. He might be playing too cautious out there. He just needs to go out and have some fun.
If they can hang on to this lead, I'm sure he'll be having plenty of fun. In the meantime, he needs to start playing up to his potential.
Second and 1. Ball on the 29-yard line. Single set backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Missed tackle. And down he goes. And the counter play gets him a first down.
Runs like this keep him guessing. You got the defense worried about the running game, and that's when you catch him off guard with through the air. I wouldn't be surprised if they pass it right here, right now.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 36. Brom lines up in the shotgun. Nice play fake. Wants to go long and does. Got it to the senior.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on first and second down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. This offense has really stalled on their last 2 trips to the red zone. Bush gets a toss. They'll grab 10 yards there.
And a 10 on the play.
Brom back in the gun. Gets past the tackler. And he's going to lose yards on this one. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
The Cardinals line up in a goal line formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Almost picked off. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
The Cards come out in the ace formation. Brom hands it off. Bryant brings him down. So they run it on 4th down, and they pick up the first.
Boy, big play there, Brad. You know, a lot of times on 4th down, you'll see the ball carrier panic, but not this guy. This is a good job of showing patience and letting the run develop.
They've got all the big boys in for this one. Bush on the handoff, sheds a tackler, and he's tackled. They'll give him an inch or 2, if that.
No gain on the play.
Louisville lines up in a goal line set. They're not done yet. Nice little run there by the halfback to get in for the score.
Yo, that guy was not about to be stopped. He really wanted to get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Louisville ready to kick this one off. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Lee takes it at the 4. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 22-yard line. The Panthers with 4 receivers. Holko steps back to pass. Steps up, looking. He's looking down the middle. Got it to his receiver.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on their own 47. The Panthers line up with 2 tight ends. Handoff up the middle. And he's taken down. 4-yard gain by the back.
Ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 49.
49-yard line.
The Panthers come out showing 3 wide. There's a fumble. Sharp recovers a loose ball. There he goes. And they'll return this one all the way to the 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, the score is Pittsburgh 28, Louisville 21. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Lined up with the kickoff. Lee back to return.
Kicks it off. Number 4 takes it from the 6. I'm sure the defense will be trying to strip the ball once again.
And if these kids don't start hanging on to the football, they won't see another offensive series. They might start putting in some of those defensive players that really want to play bad.
They'll go to work at the 25.
At the 25-yard line. First and 10.
The Panthers line up in an I formation. And they make the stop. That's 4 yards on the play.
On the run. Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 29.
29-yard line.
Pittsburgh sets up with 4 receivers. Holko back to pass. He lobs it out to the left side. And it's caught. They'll bring him down. He ran a good route there and was able to pick up yards underneath the coverage.
It's okay to move the ball in small portions because it relaxes the offense and can open things up for the big play.
Third and 1. Ball on the 34-yard line. And this impact receiver is looking to make a play. He's in the zone. Holko makes a handoff, and he's hammered as he lets it go. It's intercepted. He's got some blockers. To the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Louisville. Looks like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
And he tacks on the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the score, Louisville 28, Pittsburgh 28. Number 18 is lined up to kick this one off. We should have a return on this one. Number 4 fields at the goal line. A little juke.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
As you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
The Panthers go with the I formation. They'll run the option. Stanley brings him down for a loss. The defense now has 4 sacks in the ball game. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on their own 23. And the impact receivers in the zone right now. Setting up the play action. He's going left. Off his hands, incomplete. A bullet to the receiver, but he couldn't hang on.
The quarterback put that ball right where it needed to be. That guy's got to make the catch.
Third down and 12 to go. Ball on the 23. Holko comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Throws this one out to the left. Oh, what an interception. Not sure what the quarterback was looking at on that one.
Yeah, it cost him. He just threw his 3rd pick of the game.
Fellas, you got to give credit to this defense. They're taking advantage of each and every mistake this quarterback is making.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Brom lines up with 5 wide out. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
This is just a nice play by the defense. They're not fooled at all on this draw play.
You're right. They were all over that play.
Second down and 12. Ball on the 48. Louisville comes to the line with 3 wide. Shakes off a tackle. Heron with a takedown. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on the 49.
49-yard line.
The Cards line up with 3 wide. Brom set to go to the air. Wants to throw outside. It's deflected. Great defensive play by the cornerback.
4th and 9. Ball on the 49-yard line.
The coach reluctantly sent that punt team in. He punts. No, he won't. And he's going to throw. He's got his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. Bush on the give. Makes a move. Bounces off the would-be tackler. And they make the stop. And they pick up 2 yards.
On the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. The defense needs to be mistake-free. This quarterback is very capable of making them pay right now. Nice pass, just wasn't caught.
And when you're a tight end, you usually don't get too many passes thrown your way. So you got to catch the easy ones.
3rd and 8. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. Brom is in the zone and looking to make a play. Brom drops back to pass. Throw short. And it falls incomplete.
We knew this drive was in trouble if they couldn't get the pass game going.
And I think it's safe to say it didn't get going at all. No one caught a pass on that drive, and that, my friends, deserves a Major League yoke.
Here comes the kicker. He'll try to put his team up by a field goal. He gets it up. And it's through the upright. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. Louisville is ready to kick it away. He hits a booming kick. Number 4 fields it in the end zone.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
I mean, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
The Panthers come out showing 3 wide. Down the middle. Incomplete pass. He put a little something extra on that throw, and the receiver mishandled it.
He needed oven mitts for that one because it was a hot tamale.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 25. Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. They hand it off. Brought down. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
No gain on the play.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 25. Holco with 3 wide receivers. Holco drops back. He steps up. He's looking. Going deep. The ball is tipped. Almost picked off.
That ball should have been picked off.
This quarterback had too much faith in his arm that time.
Well, that confidence almost led to a change of possession. His man wasn't even close to being open.
The Panthers are lining up to punt it away.
Number 9.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Number 9 takes it at the 23. He jukes him. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. We're only separated by a field goal as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. They'll set up shop at the 31-yard line. Ace backfield. Here's the give. Juke move. And down he goes. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
Gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. 1-man backfield. On the ground with the tailback. Blade brings him down at the 39-yard line. And a pickup of about 7.
On the play.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
The Cards line up in a goal line formation. Tries to juke. Smith with a takedown. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
Louisville comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He's into the open field, and he's drilled. And they move the chains once again.
And that's what they need. Move the chains and keep the other team from getting their hands on the football.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Brom with 4 wide receivers. Brom to the air on 1st down. He's under some heat. They'll make the sack. The linebacker just shot in there and took down the quarterback.
He hardly had time to go through his progressions before the fifth-year senior was in his face.
Second and 15, and this is the 6th play of the drive. The Cards come out in the ace formation, looks, throws it to the outside. Batted ball. It falls incomplete.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. The Cardinals come out in a shotgun. Brom back to throw. Steps up. Throws this one out to the right. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
Louisville lining up the punt. Number 36 gets it off. Morris signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 9-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 9. One-man backfield. Inside handoff. And they make the stop. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 12. The Panthers come out in a 2 tight end set. Johnson brings him down. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 4. Ball on their own 15. The Panthers set up in the gun. Holko steps back to pass. He's going right. Finds a man. And he's tackled.
On the reception, gain of 10 on the play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. Holko will hand it off. He's on the run. Tackled. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball on their own 34. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 receivers. They go with a toss. Halfback pass. And he puts it on the turf. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. The Panthers line up with 2 tight ends. Over the middle. Breaks one. Harris with a takedown.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great-looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. Holko with 3 wide receivers. Holko set to go to the air. Incomplete pass. He had to get rid of that one in a hurry.
The defensive coordinator cooked up a good blitz package that time, and although it didn't result in a sack, it forced a bad throw.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. Nickel defense. Drops back to pass. Looking. He's going right. It's tipped. And it falls incomplete. Heads up play to bat it down.
Yeah, and if you can't get to the quarterback or intercept the pass, the next best thing is to get a handout.
They've been 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. Back to pass. He's looking. Steps up in the pocket. Home run ball in the air. Incomplete. This incompletion is credited to the wideout.
Absolutely. The quarterback executed his end of the deal.
Pittsburgh ready to punt this one away. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 9 calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
It's all about execution, my friends. We saw them move the football, but they were unable to move it when it mattered most.
But, Lee, I think you have to give credit to this defense. They tightened up when they had to. They're going to look to do the same here.
They'll take over at the 20. Louisville lines up with 3 receivers. On the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 21-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 21-yard line. The Cards go with the I formation. Bush gets another carry. He jukes. And they make the stop. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the hole.
First and 10. Ball on the 39. Single set backfield. Brom to the air on 1st down. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line with their jumbo package. Bush on the run. Little shake and bake move. Smith brings him down. Pittsburgh takes a timeout. Third down and 7, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Louisville comes out in the shotgun. Brom drops to throw. Looks. Short toss. Got it to the senior. And he's tackled. Pittsburgh calls a timeout. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38. Louisville sets up in the I. They go with a run. A little juke. They'll bring him down. 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5 coming up here. This is the 7th play of this drive. They're lining up in the 5-2. again with a carry. Session with a takedown at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh takes a timeout. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Louisville lines up in a double tight set. Bush gets the call again. He breaks free. Morris brings him down. And they get a nice gain on third down.
Remember when we talked to the coach? He mentioned that he wanted to run the ball against this defense, and he felt that he may have some success. Well, they had some success on that play.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. In the red zone again. Let's see if it'll be another touchdown. And he'll just kneel it here. Second down and 12. And this is the 10th play of the drive. Louisville is about ready to celebrate a big victory here. And he takes a knee. It's third down at 14 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. And that's the end of the game. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
Well, this one had me on the edge of my seat all game long. Louisville really got all they asked for and more in this contest. Great job by both teams.
Well, that'll wrap up another chapter in NCAA Football 2006. And our final count, Louisville 31, Pittsburgh 28. For Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler with our final goodbye. We'll catch you next time.